I've wanted to share this story for years, but it's heavy, and I know it might sound unbelievable. Trust me, I wish it were fiction. This ordeal shattered my family, and my parents forbid me from talking about it because they want to erase their actions. I'm a 14-year-old guy, posting this from my friend's older brother's Reddit account for safety. My parents both had previous marriages. My dad parted ways with my older sister Leela's mom, who's now 25. My mom lost her former husband in a car crash, leaving her to raise my brother, now 23. They were single parents when they met on a beach, swapped numbers, started dating, and wed 2 years later. Now let's dive into the story. It started when I was 8. My brother Caleb was 17 in his junior year of high school, and Leela worked at a local shop. With my parents and sister busy, Caleb was my caretaker. It might sound odd, but those days with him were the best of my life. Unlike many older siblings, Caleb was my hero. He protected me, played games, helped with homework, and sometimes took the fall for my mischief. I adored him, and I know he felt the same. One day after school, I waited for Caleb to pick me up as our schools were nearby. But he didn't show. I stood there until 4 p.m. when Leela arrived. When I asked about Caleb, she sidestepped the question. At home, chaos greeted us, shattering glass and my parents' furious yells. Inside, I saw Caleb crumpled on the floor, my dad kicking him and hurling plates while my mom screamed vile insults. Terrified, I clung to Leela, who rushed me upstairs and told me to stay put. I hid, sobbing as the commotion continued. I'd never seen my family like this, and even now it haunts me. Then, sirens wailed. Peeking out, I saw police cars and officers storming the house. Soon, I heard more shouting and an officer announcing an arrest. I watched my parents being shoved into a police van, cursing Caleb, calling him a filthy monster who deserved death. My mom nodded along. By 2:10 p.m. after they were gone, I crept downstairs. Leela was weeping in Caleb's arms. He was battered, covered in blood and bruises. Everything blurred after that. I only remember being in an ambulance heading to the hospital. It felt like a dream, but Leela calls it a nightmare, the worst day of her life. 3 days later, my parents were still in jail for assault and attempted murder. Leela took time off to look after me. I finally gathered the courage to ask her what happened. Leela, treating me like an adult for the first time, explained. A girl at Caleb's school accused him of rape. She went to the principal, bruised and crying, claiming Caleb attacked her. Her parents, and the police were called. Caleb swore he was innocent, but our parents sided with the girl. The police said they'd investigate and conduct tests, so Caleb and the girl were sent home. Then the violence erupted. Caleb was now hospitalized, at risk of severe physical issues from the attack. The next day, the police called Leela to the station, and I went with her. What they revealed was shocking. The girl, let's call her Tara, fabricated the accusation. Tara, if you're reading this, you're the worst person I know. I hope you face the consequences of your actions. You ruined our lives. She and Caleb were rivals at school, and after a heated argument, she hurt herself to frame him for assault. Her plan escalated to a false rape claim, but she slipped up, bragging about it on a video call with friends who laughed. One friend, a survivor of childhood abuse who was only recently believed. I cannot tell you what happened next in the short video. The full story on channel link below.